What did I do?
The swimming club poster. Safety poster, that was good.
What? You've lost me. Okay. Here we go. Hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are. Whatever you're doing, if you're lucky enough to doing it too. How you going? Nice to have you all with me here today. Geez, I've come on with absolutely no plans. No plans. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Everybody plays the fool. Let's close that one down. Minimize that. Have this up here where I can see it. What is that? We don't need Spotify going. It's probably detrimental to our cause. Got the city skyline behind me again, which is apparently Slough, I think. One of England's thriving metropolises.
Better than potatoes.
Yep. Ahoy! Briley! Maxi, Griffin, Woodier, Musa, Nitro Duck, Venomous, Dude, Drakes, Mr. Spaceman, James is a noob. Absolutely 100% true. Why is White Rose?
True.
Why is White Rose coming up as a thing that is being caught by the filter? Is that some meme or something that I'm missing out on? Something that I don't understand? It keeps getting caught by the filter. I don't understand. Why is White Rose an issue? I don't know. I'll allow it. Hurrah, White Rose. There you go. It's there. Unless someone can tell me why it shouldn't be there. I'm just trying to do something with... where is it? It's Safari. Well, what is that then? Not responding. Whatever. How you doing? Hello, Dietrich. I'm actually waiting on someone. I wonder if I should be playing on Asia. Well, no, my ping's probably worse.
You're not even good enough for Paramount.
Well, the thing is, Juju's been talking about getting me into some bronze tournaments.
Yeah, I know, I heard.
So I had to jump on this account. I can't handle tier 10 at the moment anymore. I'm so over the TDs. Let's go and play some tier 8 light tanks. Just for fun. Oh, it's going to be good. Oh. How y'all doing? I'm not doing a training room. Listen, I've done count-ins. I've done all that stuff this week. The Q&As. This is just me having a little cruisy stream. I'm going to talk. I'm going to sing. I'm going to answer questions. Whatever happens. Looney, good to see you, amigo. I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, hello, Shaw's X has... Shaw's X has pledged $10 a video. I don't understand, Shaw's. What, James, what's going on? I thought...
You're going to have to do something for that.
But I thought he was already a patron. Has he just been playing me?
He's a patron, mate.
Yeah. Oh, he's probably just adjusted his pledge. We've been talking all morning about it. I've said at least 2 words. There we go. And I've been listening to old pop music, and I was listening to XTC this morning, James. Sensors working overtime, and I'm probably in the wrong spot here. There's 4 lights and meds. They're not spotted at... Oh, I'm hanging out just to help this guy, because obviously they're going to be coming hot and hard here. There's an IS-6, so we've got at least 4 or 5. There's everyone here, and I don't think this guy doesn't realise it. I'm going to die just to save this dude. Nah, he's dead. I'm out of here. Sorry, mate. I did all I could for you. I love you like a brother. Well, at least like someone that I met on the train or the bus, on a little bit of public transport, but there's only so much I can do for you, and really, that was bloody brave of you to stay there that long. And I'm out of there. It's one of the reasons why you love a light tank, hey? Like, just a lot safer to run away when you're fast. Just looking for target, looking for love in all the wrong places. Oh, he's coming hot and hard again, this Pershing. He really wants some action. Is this T-28 Proto paying attention? No, he's not. So, probably going to die down here alone, but whatever happens, we'll do it. And we do it. Every night, every day, every hour, every way, and we do it. Bum, ba-da.
Is there something we don't know about the 28 prototype? Because Shaw's X was running around in that yesterday.
He loves it, dude. He adores it. He adores it. Is there someone here on my flank? We don't know. We're never going to find out if we don't have a shot. Bum, bum, ba-da, bum. Oh, gee, it's lovely not to have 25 people tunneling me. You get away with a lot more. Look at Captain America up there. That thing's fantastic. Not that fantastic. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum. How are we all going there? There's a super Pershing. He's down. Man down. Oh, but I was still punching on, coach. Put me in. I was swinging still. How about our ballsy little T20? Give him a thumbs up. Team player. Went and capped A and held out. Sergio Gonzalez just made a YouTube comment. He popped. So Shaw's X, where are you? Get in here. I want to boof him. Open a container. Big roll, big roll, big roll. Spare parts. Yes. So what's going on there in YouTube land? End my suffering, pain, and agony, please. Bushka's head is very shiny. Yes, that's like an inalienable truth, mate. That's a human right for everyone. Bushka has a shiny head. I'm doing very well. US Wisconsin 94. Bushka ICU 152. Yeah, we'll have a go on that. Guess who Scotland beat in Tess? Hayden, you're like the 25th person to tell me that Scotland beat Australia by a wide and improbable margin of victory. No, mate, I'm not doing an EU stream Tuesday. I'll be streaming Wednesday. Streaming over Christmas is an interesting one. I don't know if I'll be streaming over Christmas. My wife will have a lot to say with that. Let's have a go at the T54 Mod 1. And then I'll start taking requests. We'll have a go at the IC 152. Sure, why not? Can I do polls in the chat? You'd really think I'd be able to, wouldn't you? I'm sure I can do polls, but I've got to do it through the live stream area. It's Naval Frontier, hold my beer. That's right. Oh, great, says Smackvein in the T54 E1. Happy days for you, Smackvein. Now, most of the time here I go to the middle, but just of late it's been very, very crowded there. However, in this game, it looks like absolutely no one else wants to take it, so I will take it. Where JC? Now, where JC? I see you in the YouTube chat, but you are not. Hang on. This Centurion 7-1's decided he will be taking it. He's got a much better gun than me, so I'll just hang out at the back here behind him. He's got a better view range too. What's he doing? What's he doing? Dude, you can't shoot them with the gun pointing that way. Mate, oh, dear God. What do you want me to do? Okay. He's capping B. Well, he's a team player if nothing else. There's an IS-3 there. I'll try and give you as much cover as I can, mate. Tracked him, dacked him. Dark Ninja. Tracked him at least. Here we go. RU251. They're all coming for this poor old Cent 7-1. He's got good instincts. He's got great instincts. $390. Love that for a Hesh roll. Here comes the PTA. He's not noticed me, which is a good thing. Because he could DPM the pants off me, and with that kind of pen, could really do some damage. Now, things are looking quite poor here. That 54E1 is coming. Angle, angle, angle! How many did he have in the kick? Are we going to get one away there? We are. We're going to bounce it. Waffle tractor up top. Back it up, back it up, back it up one time. Can we get the waffle? Yes, thank you very much. I'll buy that for $1. Oh, there's only 3 of us left. This is bad. This is very bad. They're all around me. And there's 2 guys up the top. And I don't know what they're doing. And I've got a guy coming over here. I can see it happening in real time. What are these 2 doing up the top? There's 75. And where's the other guy? He's there. What's he doing there? Yes, McVane, you killed me. It was all you, baby. I don't know what they were doing. It's not like error 404, team too heavy, cannot carry, broken collarbone. I think we did pretty well there, to be honest. These guys could still do it. Like, they've got the tanks for it. They've got 2 tier 9s. That 54E1's low, but he really knew who I was. He was pushing hard on me. The PTA, he's the big problem. If he can play, big issues. But look, the 75's got heaps of hit points. Angle, mate. Don't go around that corner sideways. The Centurion's brought out the coward card, which I always find to be kind of amusing. What are you doing, dude? There's a KB4. Angle to it. Just drive at him, mate. Drive at him. He's going to struggle to pen you. PTA won't. PTA, mate. PTA's on the Jag. That's good. That's good. No, I don't think the PTA's got the gun depression and he's not doing anything exciting. 75, just shoot the What are you doing? Dude, shoot the tank in front of you. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, it could be worse. Not a whole lot worse, but could be worse. No, it couldn't get much worse than this. This is really not happening. Happy face. Happy face. This is happening for you, my friend. So I thought we did pretty well there. That was kind of as well as we could have done with the situation we're in. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of help, but there you go. H, I'll add you, mate. There you go. Okay, what did you want me to play? Bum, bum, bum. 120 frames per second is pretty awesome, hey. Yeah. Let's play the ISU 152. Sure, let's play that. Russian TD. Bang! And James, it's got the right camo on it. It's got the positive waves camo. It's US. I didn't do a stream yesterday on YouTube. I didn't do a stream yesterday. I was playing on NA yesterday. Yeah, Steel City. So for those of you who don't know, Scumbag Juju's trying to organise me into a bronze tournament that I can stream, so we can do some tournament tanking on channel, and I can show you me failing massively as a tournament tanker. So I was going to run with them for that. That's coming up. Oh dear God, I've got to turn the screen down again. You can see my eye. Hang on. 1 second. That should fix it. But now I'm really dark. Okay, that doesn't fix it. Righto, let's see if we can't sort this out. That should be fixing it. Yeah, there we go. I think that's much better. No, it's going to be that. Okay. Righto, I'll fix it after this. Sorry. Sorry. I'm back. BL9 engaged. Yep, happy days. Looks good. Looks legit.
It's Manu's doing security, is he?
Yep, he loves it. There's a Jag Panther 2 coming in. No, that's not my dog. That's someone else's dog.
No? Okay.
My apologies.
Oh, God. Button went off. Error 404. User bad. User error. At least with this one, you get a long reload, so you can actually... Oh, you cheeky dog, as Richie would say. Nice roll, though. Nice roll on the ISU 152. I'm still trying to figure out why my glasses have suddenly started doing the Predator Void thing again. So this Yag is coming up on my right. Am I going to get time to get down stuck into here? Let's go have a look at him. We're going to use... We're well ahead on cap points, so he's got to push at some point. There we go. I don't mind a tank that's got like a 10-second reload, because what happens is the perfect number to do caps to reset your camo is 9.8 seconds, right? And 10-second reload means that you are basically resetting your camo. Well, you can move, buddy. I'm up to 940 on caps. I don't know how you feel about that, but I don't have to do anything. You just stay there. Yep. Enjoy yourself. Cool. Now I'll kill you. That's such a grub thing to do. Just wait until it's safe to use all your hit points. So let me just sort out this this screen reflection. Don't know why it went all the way back up, but it did. That should be it. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Okay. I don't bother running calibrated shells because basically it's just overkill with some of these TDs. I mean, you can see I'm using APCR, so I don't get a big benefit on my Premo. It only goes to 345. If it was calibrated shells, it would go to 370 something, 375. And HE, you get 9 millimeters more pen, which you're just not shooting often enough. Ah, welcome aboard, Julian Burrows, popping on the big screen. Sanguinary Dan! My man Dan. Are you playing? Any of you guys actually playing? Any of you patrons playing at the moment?
I'm just listening.
Well, I'm going to play the Uber noob camper here. Here we go. Let's just sit up the back.
Yeah,
and
I'm on.
I'm just listening right now, making supper.
There's only 3 there, so we've got 2. We're missing a couple. Angle, angle, angle. Still not spotted. Good, good, good. And if young Michael says he's happy... Oh, missed one. Unacceptable. So we got a... What's it, A? Can't see. Lerva. Mr. Lerva. Ooh, one of their TDs is there. I missed that. Who was that? Oh, someone else got him. Who was that? T28 Proto. Shaw's X to be proud. Stand up and take a bow. I heard that bounce. There's the T30. So the 704 must be at the back there. Lerva's there. I'm going to go around. If we can clear a couple of these guys, I'll go around and help with the Lerva. Seems like we've run out of targets here, unless the T44 is incredibly silly and pushes over the top of that hill, which you'd think he wouldn't do. And the scent's not coming down. And that Lurva's pushing around, so let's give the Panther 2 a hand. AMX 5100. Can we get a HE shot in? Got just enough gun traverse here. Come on, AMX. 877 will do it. That'll certainly bring the crowds back. And if young Lurva's coming around here, so we're going to push up into the AMX. Thank you. I'll buy that for $1. Well, let's have a crack at Mr. Lurva. There's a 704 right. Oh, wiggle, wiggle. Someone just needs to give this Lurva a love tap. Tap him. Tap him now. The price is right. There's a 704 around here, so I'm going to kind of bail from this. Can't believe we kept that Panther alive. If that 704 hits me, I'll be filthy. No, he's going to hit there. I'm going to ignore the 704. We've only got 3. Let's see if we can't make some sunshine and lollipops over there on that T30. Or the scent. Whoever's alive that I can clear. Oh, hello. Thank you. You roll 349 on HE into the back door of a T30. That is rubbish. Unbelievable. But totally believable. This T28, if he's Circle of Death, the object 704, it's not going to happen. That's 50 millimeters of side armor right there. Look at him, he's dropped. Look at the poor old T28. I would have funneled you. I would have tunneled you. No joke. Oh, that was tough. Well, we did good. I mean, good tank. Really good tank. Really good tank. Such a solid tank. Okay, Stinky, that makes sense. I'll do that. No problems. M48 pattern. American know-how. Here we go. So, I'll do the full equipment loadout. One of the reasons I love the pattern, okay, is because I think it's super tough all over. Like, now, normally, the American tanks used to be like jack of all trades. But the M48's now got this, when they've done the turret, it's now got a really strong turret. And it's actually pretty trollish on the chassis as well when you're brawling with it. It bounces a lot. It's like the T110E5, but it can traverse very quickly, so you can do that. So I'm running the traverse on it. You don't get the benefit you used to get from the engine horsepower, which is only 5% now. It used to be 10. And the traverse doesn't hurt. I run the gun laying drive and the vertical stabilizer, but the one thing it really needs is a bit of a buff to dispersion. Off the top of my head, I think it's 0.326. Yep, that's right. 0.326. Yep, 0.326. So it gets a bit tough. I run calibrated shells because all these mediums now with 10% to heat pen, they get a massive benefit. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people whinge about it with me, and I've had arguments with people about it. But it's like the FV4202 has the worst DPM going about if you run it with just calibrated shells. And yet it consistently does massive damage for me because pen is really important. Actually, penning is really, really important compared to just having a maximum ceiling. What do I mean by that? Well, it's all well and good having 4 million DPM, but if you can only pen, 80% of your shots, it's not going to be as good as someone who gets all their shots in. You know what I mean? So there you go. 4 million DPM is probably not the right one to use in that analogy, but there you go. Let's have a crack at the actual game. Yes, my face cam, where you can see me losing my marbles. I'm not driving the Death Star. I am not driving the Death Star. No, no, no. The screen behind me is just a random bit of background that I grabbed. I can put anything in there, like really. Like,
Potatoes.
Yeah, let's have some potatoes. Why not?
It's a meme. It's a meme.
Yeah. There we go.
Have a
potatoes.
look at Telegram. There's a poster there for you, mate.
Okay, hang on. So what do they got? 4 meds and a light. So this is just a train wreck. I shouldn't be going down here at all. But that's what I get for not paying attention with you guys. This tank, you really want to be getting it hull down as often as possible. That's where it does best. And up top, there's not a lot of hull down. GF 57 Heavy has just gone absolutely crazy for it there. Oh, I'm going to help him out, but this is not ideal. Bit of a risk. I don't think there'll be anyone there on the left. If there is, I'm in strife, but it's the best place for me to bail because I'll be getting people coming in on the right here in a sec. The 57 Heavy is lucky to have just that much trouble. I'm not jumping in cap because if I do, then of course everyone will know where I am. So I'm basically trying to go hull down here and just pick up targets that come around this corner. The rest of the team should get around here fairly shortly. And I can help out here. They're going to come over the top on my left here in a sec. Up there, I'd reckon. But they're still around the bottom. And we've got a bit of a front here. We've got some support. There's their 183. Here comes the Leo. As expected. And that's where we want to be. Hull down here. There's a 54 up there. If they push on me, here comes the 54. He got me that time. I'm really worried about this 54. I'm expecting him to come on the reload. Nope, he's not come out yet. I need these guys over here to stop camping and start pushing up. Because I can't stop these guys. No, I can't help you, mate. Yeah, these idiots over here.
You should know better.
Can't save people. Like, I was there to try and help the 57 Heavy and everyone else, and the 54 is going to push around on me now. No, he's gone down to the Heavy. Look at these guys. They're sitting there, 4 of them camping. Like, oh my god. Look at them. Yeah, no joke. Like, you've got no targets. The whole team's spotted over there, and you're still just absolutely hopeless. 50B and an M103. I mean, get off your high horse and get moving, boys. Now, there's a 183 and a 268 that I don't know where they are. There's that Leo again. I'm spending my whole time here just trying to help my team rather than getting big numbers, and it's left me in a really horrible spot. Should know better, hey. You just can't help them. You cannot help them. Look at this. That 50B's still there. The 183's still there. The 103's still there. The 704's decided now to push alone for some reason into a bat chat. Next game, I will just farm damage from the back of those guys, okay?
Need some platoon help.
No, I'm alright, man. I just want to have a chill and roll about.
Sound good.
Oh, for God's sakes, James. Ah, you're a clown. Positive, I'm not putting that up anywhere. No way am I putting that up. And I mean, this is where these guys are going to die. And this is the whole problem with... Yeah, it's not going up, JC. It's not going up. It's not going up. It's not going up. No, Thomas, I'm not saying when I push play, I do count-ins twice a week. So let's have a look there. I mean, I was trying to help this guy here, the 57 Heavy and the 4202, who both went to the left, and let's be honest, all I did was get myself killed, and absolutely I would have been far better off just farming damage off the back of them. And it's a lesson that you can't... Snake tells me all the time. Just stop. You can't save them. And every once in a while, I just blow all my hit points for the, you know, trying to help out on a corner. It's stupid. Mate, I'm not going left. I'm not going right at all. No way, no how. Now, Heavy's going to hit town. Is that the same AMX-50B from last game? So I got optics on this. So I should be able to spot anyone up who's pushing up onto the ruins area there. There we go. It's not like it's photoshopped. You've got to be kidding me. I'm not putting that thing up. FV's coming across. I'd love to take a shot, but by the time I do, I've got that many guns pointed here now. I'm going down under and across and behind the heavies. I'm sorry, M48, but that is untenable, and I'm not having 2 games in a row where I die trying to save someone who's extended. I can't help you, buddy. They're all pushing on you. I mean... Alright, now let's work this little angle here. Ah, hit the rock. Well done. Just getting rid of this wall so I can see if anyone does push across and actually get heat shots into them if I need to. I mean, these guys are in spawn. What in the world are they expecting? Try and track him. At least keep him still so I can put some more damage into him. Oh, moving is too late for these guys. He's not going to give me a shot either. Really need to get that guy killed. If that IS could kill him, that'd be great. Track ya. Bounce. Just completely bounce a tracking shot. And these guys are pushed up, which is kind of odd. I need to go to heat just to make sure. Now, can we clear this guy before he gets 2 off? Yep, we can. Nice help. Dude, you're in spawn. I feel absolutely no qualms about not giving you a whole bit of help. You and the ISA are both in spawn. Someone needs to nerf that tank, hey. There's an object 140 back there as well. No, he's not coming up. Switch to APCR. Move around. I'd love to go hull down somewhere. I'm a little bit worried about over here. We've still got a T30, and I guess he's pumping that back area, so I can't really move out. Spotted again, so he's definitely looking in here, right? Or have we been proximity spotted? Proximity spotted. There we go. Oh, that looked like a big shot from the T30. Get one in the 4-2. Get across. Excellent. So at least now we've set up again. We can move that T30 back, and I can help here on the corner. There's only so much you can do when everyone is pushing on you. points. Lovely. Thank you very much. But now you're backing up. Why not share your hit points? So we all live, you clown. Oh. So now you get to take 2 tanks on, but that's all right because you got 1,200 hit points. Oh. I'll hold the corner versus 3 tanks till you turn up, buddy. And then you just don't even back up. I mean, that's... If we win this, all well and good, but that 183 could have kept me alive there and we could have cleared another tank absolutely easily as pie. All he had to do was stay where he was and we get that win. Because there's a guy in cap right now. Come on, 183. Just go push. No. And this is why you don't just do that. I'm not putting lifeguard Bushka up. Jesus.
There's a lot of support out there, Bushka, for the work you do for water safety. How did Junior get on anyway?
He won.
Swimming?
He won 3 events, second in 1 and third in the. He came third in the 50 butterfly. Won both freestyles and the breaststroke, the 100 and the 50, and
Brilliant.
second in the 50 backstroke by just a touch. So he did very, very well. So there you go. That's nearly 4K in the pattern. I mean, it's probably one of the strongest tier 10 mediums right now. Here we go. Let's put the background up that everyone seems to want. This would be great.
Jesus.
Ah, dearie me. Okay, let's get that one gone. Underneath the potatoes, please.
Ooh, looks great.
Oh, okay, so my thing here is I was mucking around too much at the beginning. Normally I'd push up to where I'm about to go, but I'm too late here. And if they're pushed up on the left, I'm going to be in real strife, right? But here we go, we spot. We're looking down here. Spotting the 268. I don't know where he is. Don't know where the heavies are. They must have gone up, hey. But I'm not going to be the first person to go past there. Let the bat chat go. Titanium horse. Good on you, amigo. Now, the pattern's got excellent view range. I think it's 280 offhand. Maybe, yeah, 280, I think. Or 285. It's either the same as the STB or 5 under the STB. Which is close. This waffle tractor, oh my god. Dude, you need to move. Charlie 28, you need to move. Okay.
That picture will be available in this year's calendar. It'll be March.
It'll be
Available
March.
at all good stores.
We've got,
Mr. March.
what's JC where? July? Waffle, move! Move, Waffle! Well, we're down to 6.
We had to put them on the page where the staple goes through the middle.
Ah, that's great.
Had to keep the bell in, huh?
Okay. Yep, so we're spotted. That was excellent. The Waffle, what were you thinking? I can't believe he's still alive. It's pretty good hull down, hey? Like, it's a really good hull down tank. Where's this guy going? Well, I've paid the price. Let's get our money's worth. And then that bounces. Are you kidding me? Is there anyone hidden back there that I can't see? Into the Yag, into the Yag. We've got to clear the tireless, because if we can clear the tireless, we can get behind the Yag. Is he on a reload, or is he fully done? Oh, it's not a YAG. Oh my god. It's not a YAG. It's an E100, which is far more frightening, if not an issue at the moment. I'd love to help you, Batchat. Stalwart would rather shoot me. Okay, that's excellent. E100, any chance you could just let me shoot him? That'd be good. No, whatever. Whatever. In typical sticky tradition, when I attach the pet, you lose, but okay. Okay, I'm going. Like father, like son, Stinky, get wrecked! You grub! It's not, I am not Quickie Baby's dad. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Heat's not trash, dude. Heat is just fine. He says putting one underneath the M103. Are you freaking kidding? Good game from that 103. Played pretty well, I think. So it's 3,800 last game, and this game we did 4,206. So you can see M48, 4 spotted, 1,100 assisted. It's a freaking good tank, hey. I should probably record these too, in case something interesting happens. So what else are we going to play? You need to move. Nothing happens. What? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what tank? Stinky, okay, you wanted the ISU 152. I'll give you another ISU 152 if you want, but is there anything else we really want to see?
4190.
That's great. I don't have the 4190.
The light tractor. Tier 1.
I'm not playing Tier 1. It's unfair. A couple of bucks for my next chest waxing. I'll get your name waxed in my chest, JC. It'll be fantastic. Fun for the whole family. What's going on here? Hang up message. I don't know what she's saying. Okay.
I'm just not feeling the love.
E50M. Okay, let's have a crack at that then, because that is actually an interesting one. I'm doing a video right now on the E50M. Okay, so you never know, we might end up using one of these in the stream. Now I'm going to accelerate all the spare parts because there's some stuff that the E50M does which only... Okay, so here's my thing with the E50M. I really only use it to either snipe or just right up close. So I'm actually going to go mad with the refined gun lane drive and the calibrated shells and see how this goes. This is kind of a new one, right? I normally just run it standard. Let's see how it goes with these things. Don't judge, don't judge, don't judge, don't judge. We're just going to see how it goes. So our DPM is now in the turd. It's right down there. This is as bad a DPM as you're going to get, right? But remember, I was playing calibrated shells in that M48A1 then, and we went 3,800, 4,200. DPM is a great stat when you are on target. It is absolutely wasted. Your gun rammer is absolutely wasted on any other shot where you are not firing on the reload. So think about that. If you're in an Object 140 or a 62A and you are brawling your nuts out, awesome. Your DPM is awesome. or you're in a Comet and you're hull down on a hill and you're smacking 10 rounds in a row in. Excellent. If you're putting a round in, pulling back, resetting camo for 10 seconds, gun rammer is completely 100% irrelevant. So let's see how this goes. Knowing that, we'll probably now get in like 15 brawls in a row, and I'll be sitting here biting the iPad in half because we've got no DPM. So they got no meds. I'm going up. There's me and one other bloke up here in an M48. Oh God, I've got the children's loadout here. I've got the contributor account loadout going on. 16 of all shell types, single fire extinguisher, single med pack, single repair kit. Epic. Oh. Yeah, I think they will add the T44-100 Zachary. I really do. This is completely aggressive. If they've come up here, we could be in strife. Just gonna mosey on down here. So my issue here is there's a waffle and a 704. Are either of them in spawn? Jeez, this ping's a bit tough, hey? Because I am enormous, right? As a tank, I'm enormous. And the reason I don't want to go all the way down there is pretty simple. What tends to happen here on Dead Rail is everyone goes up the top, and I'll push down here and they won't move. There's no need. And then what happens is a couple of guys who push down like or stayed in spawn die, and these guys then one at a time go down into the lower part. Now, technically you'd think the lower part would have a disadvantage, and it kind of would if people played it properly. But at the moment, that's not really something that happens. So, oh, this is tough. I mean, I know this is the wrong thing to do, but I don't want to spend the whole game camping. Look, there's 3 guys sitting right there. We have not seen their 704. We have not seen their waffle tractor. There's a 704. Don't think there's anyone in town. That's cool. There's a 57 heavy there though. That is just a little bit too far out. This is what I mean. Look, there is now no support on this flank. I'm just bailing. I'm just going to bail. I mean, honest to God, I'm going to get hit here. This is why I said I shouldn't go down here. Look at their whole team. They've all pushed up to the middle line. We've now got 5 guys at the top of the map. 5 people up top. And this is one of the things, though, that really annoys me about Tier 10, is we're relying on them being bad. And you know what? They'll probably be bad. They'll probably push up. Like, they could just sit down the bottom and not die, but they'll probably push up. So I've got to get a position that's static so that I've got good camo. There he is. There's a 57 heavy. He spotted me. I've got to get off this ridge because this thing is fat as a doctor's wallet. Dead set. It's enormous. And then if I can spot him up again, we might be able to make some use of the M48A1, who's pretending he's like an early missile warning system or something and sitting all the way up the back. Like, I pushed into their spawn. I don't know what. I'll fire one off, see if he's behind that bush. Not spotted. He's down. Or he's at least jerking backwards and forwards. This is Tier 10. This is that dynamic gameplay. Get all those TDs in here. I'll come back and with about 1:30 left. Just gonna have a quick nap. 57 heavies moved. What are the odds that the 704's moved? And now we see it all breaking loose. Gotta be really careful with your gun depression on this tank. Because you don't have a lot of it, but you can get it over the side like that. So you've got to be very careful and very gentle with it when you go up. Like to clear that mouse or the 57 heavy, but they're not playing. Here we go. So found the 704 again. Waffle might pop behind us. And you can see why I'm running the refined gun rather than the vertical stabilizer. Righto, now we've got a few hit points left. Let's see if we can't clear one of these guys. And start putting shots in them from the corner here. Geez, it'd be great if I had adrenaline or something crazy like that. IS-7, yeah, that 5mm nerf on the sidearm really did a world of good. At least it gives you guys a bit of an idea as to why I was doing what I was doing and where they were all going. Now I'm going to go behind this guy because then it forces him to turn to me and the rest of the team will be able to pump him from the corner. Or you'll just stay looking over there and it won't make any difference. I mean, really, that's such crap gameplay, but if you're patient, you can pull out, 3.5k. It's like there's 7 minutes to do the damage, you'll get there eventually, and Hot Tuners did well in the 50B. I mean, they just played bad. Like, their team broke first, really. I mean, I don't want that gameplay. I was keen to push, but you saw. I pushed, I got hit, I could have stayed there and tried to hit point trade with like 5 tanks and died, or I could just be sensible and go all the way around and think it through. Hang on, what have I done there? There we go. Let's change the background from potatoes, which is background main. Ooh, that's that one. Let's change the background to something more in line with how I feel as a human being. Oh! The look of love is in your eyes, a look your smile can't disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than words could ever say. Come on, where are we? Minnow roar, no. Oh, come on, there's got to be something on there. That'll do. Use this one. Here we go. So this should go there. And that goes out like that. That should even embrace the super chat window. Oh, look at that. It's like I bought one. It's like I bought one, guys. Unbelievable. Very exciting stuff. I mean, I know you get as excited as I do for that kind of stuff. Just got to make it fit correctly. I'm sure there's a shortcut for that somewhere, but I don't use it. Then we put that on there and we get it to go in, and oh, look at that. How exciting is that? It's like max headroom. So what are we playing next, boys and girls? What are we playing next? Anyone? What do we got? Type 59, 704, 5100. It's not Bushka and a Havoc. Yes, I'll play the toaster. Oh my god, I will play the toaster. That is a great call. Here we go. And we're going to make it as strong as we can make it. Oh my goodness gracious me, the toaster. I always bag this tank. I'm going to play it with the top gun too, which is slightly controversial because I do advocate playing it with the second gun so you get some actual movement in the gun. I'm going to play it with camo because we won't be anywhere near the front and it won't be important. I'm going to play it with hit points, rammer. That'll do. Provisione. Definitely playing preventative kit on this because the thing is made of soft kiddies toy plastic and gets absolutely wrecked. Here we go, toaster time. Let's pick a camo that's going to bounce a lot of shots. And we're off! Yeah, I did Stagger Lee. I changed them up this time. Thank you very much to everyone who's donated. We've got the real fake Bushka, Where JC, and Stinky Fruit Roll-Ups, and Shaw's X for becoming a $15 patron. So I think he's actually going to do just like one vid now instead and do it that way. Here we go. Sirs Cat Lil Div 3DV. Oh, he's Triari. Sirs Cat, don't eat your what? Don't eat your sister. Ah, dear God. I don't have the Doom Turtle. Let's call this thing the Boom Turtle. Seems legit. Right. No, no, no. I need you guys down this way. I need someone to go in front of me and basically eat a whole lot of damage so that I can go this way and not eat any damage at all. Just sorting something out here in the display so I can get rid of my massive amount of... I don't want to automatically adjust the brightness. Thank you very much for your display press for this. It's still not doing it. Maybe I need to move this. Oh, it's the iPad screen, isn't it? That's what it is. Alright, there's a Luke's. Looks. Is he looking at me? No, good. You'll note that I'm at the back of the map. This is where this tank does its best work, where no one can really see it. That's how it works. I'm hiding behind other people. How good is the toaster? Not very. Unspotted, unspotted, not firing, not firing, not firing. Fire your gun, fire your gun. No, okay, I'll fire mine. And not spotted, good, good, good. That should have broken his track. Didn't break his track. Let's keep pressing the button until one of us falls over. Head on a swivel, head on a swivel, head on a swivel, head on a swivel. Pushing up into the T-34. Let's find someone to hide behind. It's an art, it's a science. It's a whole lot of not getting spotted, hiding behind people, and you can do this in any tank, basically. So that's the important part to remember. I could do this in pretty much any tank, but I'm doing it in the toaster. Tracked him, which is good. Oh, DW2. Got to get behind my bush again, so you're a silhouette. Come out sideways, please, Grey Wolf Man. Oh, 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 oh. I'll hit you in the butt. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Some mother brothers can deny. Sirs Cat, thank you very much. I will not eat my sister, and thank you for the donation. And oh, why did that only track him? Cause I'm a soul man. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, I'm a soul man. Is he in fact still there? Who can say? Oh, this is riveting stuff, playing the toaster. I've got another bush over here I can use. There's a bush I can use right there. I can fire from cover here and never get seen. Wonderful stuff. Make them a silhouette so I can't see the actual tank, and then I can fire all day long. Hooray! Yes, exciting gameplay. This is the toaster, boys and girls. This is how you drive Le Toaster. Take no hits. Just shoot people from far away. Thanks very much. That's the toaster. Exciting, dynamic. Everyone can play. High caliber, sniper, 2,000 damage in a tier 5. I mean, this is the thing. You get to the point with this game where... Hang on, I'm just going to sort out the green screen and give us a bit more light. You get to the point in this game where you can make damage from anything, okay? As long as the other guys are bad. That's basically it. Put your gun directly up. Yeah, here we go. The toaster is saluting. Bum, ba, ba, da, bum. Fire him off! No, 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 I need to be behind a bush. I need to be behind a bush. That's better. I feel much safer now. Oh, Chinu. I mean, this guy's going to come around the corner. Why? Why? 260 meters away. He can't even see me. Doesn't matter what I fire. Farming damage. Farming. Let's get a bit of bush behind us. How many is there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's all of them. Thank you. Oh, where'd that go? KV1 got across there. Got me between reloads. Well done. I don't know where that went. M5 Stewart. If he comes out sideways, I'll eat my legs. So my team's far too competent. There is absolutely no one left to kill. They did their job far too well. We can go up and play a little bit of silly buggers here. We're going to go and push on this KV1. It's going to come screaming around the corner. My gun is better than your gun, and that's all that matters. Love is a... Oh, stolen! Yes! Boom! Stolen! Welcome aboard, Tane Sigley. Okay, what are we playing next? What's up next, boys and girls? I'm not playing challenges. I'm not going to play, like, stock T95s and stuff. It is not happening. I'm just hanging out, guys. I'm just having a nice, easy stream. That's all we're doing. Play the bathtub. Righto.
Virtual one.
Here we go, the bathtub. Bathtub's actually got a pretty good gun, pretty good everything. It's a way undersold tank. This thing does great. Stinky, you're the one that drives this all the time, aren't you? Stinky?
Positives, you just gave me a brilliant idea to suggest to him next game.
Soulman on base is
pretty
great.
good in the toaster.
Yeah,
or in the bathtub.
Bathtub's a good tank. Like, this is a good tank. So I'll probably do bad in it. I'm not playing the 183, man. There is a video coming out. I don't know if I'll release it yet. It's going to be released in the next week on the 183 and the state of tier 10. You're going to see why I won't play the 183.
He needs to play the CGC. Not CDC, CGC.
Right, so what do we got going on here? They're going low. Oh, thank you very much for subscribing, Ryan Denham. Everybody plays a fool. Where are they going? What are they doing? Right. We're driving to the middle of the map. Righto. Whatever. It means we're going to get flanked on the left, possibly. or on the right. We're just going to get generally flanked because it's hard not to be flanked when you're driving the middle, but the team at least is being super aggressive, so we can maybe take advantage of that. No, no, no. What are they doing? This is crackers. I'm going to have to go down there and actually help. Comes at 34 if he drives past. That'll be good. He's just going to bail. It's a weird game. Very weird game. Very, very weird game. There's looks. Looks just killed himself. That's great. Looks just killed himself. If that 3G comes down, or is he going across? He's going across. Okay.
JC Ware is just asking on the main chat, is it too early for Christmas songs?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere. Oh, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Trapped him.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Another one like that should finish them.
It's got great gun traverse, this. See, the gun goes that far on the left, but look on the right. Look how far it goes on the right. It's crazy. What is this dude doing? T-34. I'd like to shoot him. Dude, what are you doing? Mother, mother, there is too much hatred. Oh. Sometimes too much. Got a bit of gun depression too. Oh, run away, run away, run away. Bounced one. Angel lost its wings. That should never have gone in, but the other one should have. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. It's got great DPM, great penetration, great gun, great gun. Well done. Stinky loves this thing. I think it's Stinky that loves it. Yep, Stinky's right. It's a cracking, cracking tank. Ah, the Panther M10. Maybe. Maybe, 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 maybe. What was it you were going to ask in here? Who was asking something for positive? What were you on about? What tank? Play the Tortoise. Wow, that is
Churchill gun carriage.
Oh, I'm not playing the Churchill gun carriage. No, 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 no. Last time I got made to play the Churchill gun carriage by positive, I aced the bloody thing, and it made me feel dirty for a week.
It explains now to me why NA is so bad tonight.
ARL V39.
23 games, 3 wins.
It's got APCR, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. APCR.
Why is it buffing the gun carriage when it doesn't need it?
Oh, you're off your head, sunshine. You keep. I'm not biting on your crazy talk. We've bought all the crazy we have ever needed here, James.
Well, James, it was like that nerf they're doing on the RU 251 now.
Something about this gun. Have a look at the pen on your Hesh. So it's a 120mm gun, but it's actually got high explosive squash head shell. So you got 120mm on your HE pen. That's something a lot of people don't realise about the Tortoise. And it's the same with the Conqueror, the same with the FV215B, the heavy tank. They've got these great Hesh rounds as HE. So you can pen an awful lot of tanks with that Hesh round that people don't realise. Now this tank is quite tough now. Its mobility is a big, big downer. And it used to be just an absolute monster. It was overpowered to hell back in the day.
And then they nerfed it to hell.
Yeah, and needed a nerf. It was crazy strong. I think this is the one that I've got a crazy win rate on this on my old account, like 600 games at 72% or 75% or something like that. Maxi Dave, thank you very, very much. I'll take the Leopard 1 out for a ride, mate. Or the 215B. I've both been playing both of those a little bit. I played in platoon with Fishy yesterday in the 215B. We did really well. I was averaging about 2,500 damage. Fishy was averaging about 4.5k. And I basically just got carried around the place. It's quite funny playing with these guys. I played with Vovko the other day as well, and when he turned it on, it was ridiculous. Played with Dark Magician Girl the other day in the, she was in the Jaegeroo, and I was in the 183, and she was doing 4K, 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 and carrying my pants off. Not literally, obviously, because that would be weird. Worth a shot, definitely worth a shot. Let's see again.
Anyone else's Discord just crashed?
All you, man. All you.
Just you.
Rip.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Let's go down here because this IS-8 seems excessively aggressive. I'm going to try and get some distance here and then turn and use this little ridge in case anyone comes screaming across the top of me. It's too late, it's already happened. Is anyone else? Oh, okay, they're gone over there. And we're going to get wrecked here, but we're going to do a little bit of damage before we do. If we can just get one bounce, that'd be good. We might be able to live through another clip. Unless they start pushing me really hard. Where's the IS-8? I'd love to clear that, but there's a PTA and an IS-8 somewhere around here. Can we do it? Can we just have a crack at him? Yes, we can. Oh, that was a bad shot by me. Totally me. There's the PTA, finally got me. Well done him. You see, it's a Spitfire. It's got such a good gun, and it's got such a massive DPM that it can put out a whole lot of damage, but you know, you still can't make your team be better just by wishing and hoping. .420 Blaze. Why would you Oh yeah, you got that. Thank you very much, Maxi Daves, by the way, for that donation. £5, very much appreciated, mate. 5100. Don't know why these guys went around the corner, but there you go. We're on a absolute hiding to nothing here. But we did all right, and that's a taunt. I mean, the best thing about the taunt is that they have to pay to kill it. So nearly 3k, despite the fact that we had a whole bunch of tanks around us. I loved driving this thing because it used to be one of those tanks where you go on the old Winter Malinov car and you just start trundling forward. And you could, because it went so slow, it still was fairly accurate while you were driving forward. So you'd be doing 15 kilometers an hour, driving up a hill, someone would peek out and you go bang. They'd think that they had you on a reload, they peek out, and by the time they finish their shot, you'd hit them again, and suddenly that's 900 hit points gone. So, look, this, again, I mean, this is not really a good... It's very rare you get a great map for it. And it's one of the tanks that is kind of stuck, because you can angle up the left side of the tank and post pretty hard and keep it from being spotted. But if they're in B here, I'm going to be in trouble. I really didn't mean to press that. Anyway, we're going to go. They don't look like they've gone to B, which is good. Let's just put one through there in case. There's the bat chat. He's got like, he could have like 305 meters of view range, so there is a chance he could see me from over there. So we hit him but didn't pen. There's a reason I don't have auto aim turned on this, despite the fact that I normally do have auto aim going. Is that going to get me spotted? Not yet. That's cool. That will. Wow, it didn't. Oh well, cool. Cool bananas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all tanks are spotted at the moment. That means that Super Pershing's on his Pat Malone. I'm going to push across there into these guys and try and help with the Tiger 2 and all the other targets. The Super Pershing I can take at a later date if I need to, as long as I can keep them in front. But it's not going to be needed by the looks of it. They're just getting spanked. We got a tank behind their tort. Is that behind the tort? I don't know. Is that a platoon? No. That's a fail platoon. That's a bit rough. And now you're going to see this thing in full fly, running all the bells and whistles with adrenaline on. You grub. It's also got gun depression. How about that? That's pretty cool, hey? Watch the gun work. Happy days. It's just an awesome tank. If you can get it in the right spot, it always performs. Just missed that shot though, but bad luck. Didn't hit that shot. He's... Stop pushing me, dude. Dude! Ah! Well done, Waffle. Okay, so what's up next? What tank is up next? If you don't give me a tank, I'm gonna keep driving it. Panther M10.
Let's go with an old gym. I was gonna say let's go with an old gym, Panther M10 or the SU 122 44.
Let's go Panther M10. This is a struggle tank for me. I used to love this thing so much. I drive it on Europe when I do the streams over there and get absolutely hammered on them. But then again, it's a big ping and everyone's tunneling me, so it's a different kettle of fish. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have heat, so stick with the rammer. Aim tone's pretty bad. We'll run that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I always just tend to run a bunch of preventative kit, because really the difference between preventative kit and running double rations is bloody negligible. Like, I've done tests on it. I did a video on it where I showed the effects, the traverse and the acceleration and everything else like that in a nearly, like, you can't tell the difference. Over 100 meters, it might be a meter faster over 100 meters or something like that. It's crazy bad. And preventative kit gives you so much more than double rations, in my opinion anyway. The only time I'd really run double rations is if you absolutely had to have spotting range on a medium or a light. Thanks very much, Caden. Rock on, buddy. Alright, so we're going to see. Yeah, we're going to see. This has got a really nice gun for what it is. I do like the gun. It's pretty cool. They've got one med. What is it? A T-43, which is a solid med. So I'm going to go down here. It's got a little bit of gun. I think from memory it's got 8 degrees. Holy hell. I'm not going out there. Are you kidding me? SU-100Y fully aimed in. Alright. Just resetting the camo. They've still got an AT-15A, which is legit kind of scary if you get stuck in front of it. So I won't be going out there too easy. I am, however, pushing around because I suspect he's still here, and it would be nice trying to... Yeah, there we go. I mean, what are the odds? Yeah, totally deserved. I mean, playing in a aggressive manner and playing for a dynamic gameplay will reward you every time. His reload's too quick. I'm not going out there. T-43 is it? Still ain't got out there. What are you going to do? What, really? I'll poke just to see if I can spot him again. He's still sitting there. No one's taking any time. I mean, if I can get behind him, happy days. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll try and get behind him. At least he's coming over this way now. I'm going to get hit on the left here if I'm not careful. But we've got to do something because we're about to lose this. Big fat German tank.
That one didn't go through.
Yeah, very fat German tank. Not much you can do. He's got himself stuck in an odd position there.
We nailed him back. Punched right through their armor. We got him. Enemy is hit.
What are you going to do? I don't really like it very much anymore, but I mean, I was trying to be aggressive there. It doesn't... what a crappy game. It's a new hair treatment. There's a fan above me, like a vent, like a skylight thing, and it keeps... It's very frustrating moving forward to try and clear it. No hearse, Sickio, man. There's enough people that I want to tune with that I don't get to tune with as it is. And there's too many people on the streams to start doing... I do count-ins, so everyone gets a chance to go in the games and stuff. But I'm not going to start doing subscriber platoons and things. It's just... There's too much going on as it is. Sorry. Wow, that is an aggressive and commendable strap from that VK28. Am I proximity spotted? No. And the T71. He's around behind them. That's a big call. Wow, this is a... Oh, they've got a whole bunch of lights too. Is that LTTB just going to go YOLOing off? Good on him. That's the kind of gameplay we like. Move! What are you doing, you idiots? You don't have the gun depression. You're just going to get wrecked. Oh. Yeah. That happened. If he lives through that, I'm going to be amazed. How is he not dead yet? Yeah, okay, he's dead now. Angling up again. And the SU-152 thinks we're all pussies, which is pretty hilarious. He's just bad. Well done, VK2801. Geez, a better than average roll there would have been bloody handy. Forgot the gun depression over the back is terrible. The M43A2 is having a go. Oh, he's having a go at the other guy, I think. Oh, there's just a lot of people now. This is tough. She's a little Spitfire though, isn't she? She just doesn't give in. I mean, that's the M10. It's pretty bloody decent gun-wise. I mean, you can see the gun really singing there. You can angle up there. It still gets some bounces, which is pretty solid. But we had an absolute idiot in a 152. Was it that guy or was it that guy? Either way, both of them were less than solid. Tier 7. Been interesting today.
Something PHX.
If you want to do bad, camp, and look amazing at the same time, hop in the MBT70. Okay, I'll bite. Let's do it. Oh, I don't have it on this account. Bugger. Not to worry. What else? Conqueror. Do I have the Conk? Is it kitted up? It is. Okay, what have I got on there? It doesn't need a lot of help with the aim time. Oh, it's pretty good though. I'll go with the vertical stabilizer because I do like to run around in a bit. My eyebrows are on point. Lovely. Let's see if we can't move the background back a little bit and get that light evened out. I mean, you saw that M10 there. That's pretty solid as a premium medium, just constantly doing the business. I'm going up here. I'm going up. He doesn't even hear viewers. What are you talking about, dude? Right, well, I'm going up. 61's bailed and the 59's over there. So let's see what we can do. We're in a horrible position. Seems legit. We're here now. Let's try some hash on this Type 61. Let's just not hit at all. Really? Patton? Trying to hide behind this E75. Look at this gun. This gun can absolutely sing, hey. And Need you to be the big dog here, mate. Oh, 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 oh. Back it up. Let's just try and hold here for a bit, mate. Let's just try and hold for a bit. Guess who's back? Oh, that was a disaster. I shouldn't have looked up. Absolute disaster. Can we involve anyone else in our shenanigans here? Tough times at Ridgemont High. Just as long as that IS8's safe. Mr. Boomstick 99. Wow. Welcome back, Mr. Boomstick. What was racist? The problem, Mr. Blitz, is that as I was going up, we had one guy stuck up there, right? Who was going to die anyway. And then I got stuck in the middle, so I was not going to do any good going through town, so I might as well sit there and try and hold the corner. We did alright. Didn't get a lot of damage, but we definitely held that corner for a long time and let the cap points tick up. So nice. I should actually give that E75 a thumbs up because he did the same thing. Effective player. Good on him, mate. Good on you. Go again on the conch. Do the sprinkler in your swivel chair. Okay. Oh, dear me. All right. That's wrong, Destroy. If you watch this stream, man, you've seen me talking through everything I'm doing. Blitz is like super fast kind of first-person shooter chess. It's brilliant like that. You go and play PC or something, and it is like chess. It is like thinking your way through and problem solving the whole time. But Blitz is like doing it at pace with moving parts in really close proximity. It's one of the reasons I love it. So they've all gone down. If I get flanked here, it is going to be ugly. Where JC? You're
Bushka.
Someone is definitely got the... Okay, so that's who's over there. Alright, there's not enough tanks. I'm going to get flanked here. This is going to be a little bit ugly, I reckon. I'm not repairing that. Can I pin the side of that tank with Hesh? I sure can. So they're just now blind firing. They are. They just literally... I wonder if they know that I'm the guy here. Do you reckon that's a possibility? They're just blind firing that bush. I'm not staying in it anymore at all. This is dangerous backing up here like this. They're all just looking up here. Look at them. That's a 4502B, a KV4, and was that a 75 or a 50? An E50. What are they doing? So I'm going to get pushed around this corner. I've got to try and trade some damage for distance because this 50 is going to push on me. Or someone surely is going to push on me. What are they doing down the bottom? Yeah, here comes a 54. That KV4 is so balls out. There's the lightweight. Which we'd been expecting for quite some time. There's a 54, 50. I don't know where the 50 is. That's a worry. If he's up here, I could get double DPM'd and I don't have the hit points to do it. But I'm going to push around here and try and clear this 54 and hope no one is up top watching. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Is he dead? He's not dead. Where's that lightweight? There's the 50. There's the 50 I was worried about. Lightweight's gone down as well. Fortune favours the brave, they reckon. Is that 50 turning around? He is. Bugger that for a game of soldiers. Not giving up any more hit points to that guy. Yeah, that's exactly what I was worried about. Right here, right now. Oh, 190. So he's firing Premo and he doesn't have the top gun. That's good. Good news for us. 220. So he's got the 90mm. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Can we get a Hesh round into the side? That'll do it. Yes, it would. Happy days. Here comes a lightweight. And the 54. We got enough to take one round on an average roll. Excellent. Wiggle, wiggle, there we go. That's a sub-average roll, and buddy, I've got a lot more alpha than you do. Thank you very much. And that's the conch. That's some of the things that the conch brings to the table. Hey, that Hesh, you saw a couple of big Hesh shots. The DPM, 4,188. It's a very nice tank. It's, for a long time, this was my favorite tier 9 heavy tank because it's just so accurate. And if you can face hug and get up close and personal, it becomes a lot harder to deal with. And you can hear me talking through everything I'm doing here. Like, this isn't a counting stream. This isn't a silly kind of stream. This is me, how I play, and this is how I'm thinking in my head all the time. There's a lot of stuff that it's hard to explain, but as you're looking at it, you can see it happening. Yeah, he had the 88. It was very tough. And that's probably a big part of why you're not good with heavies nor TDs. You're a medium tank player. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, dude. But, I mean, that's a heavy, and that's 4,200 in the tier 9 carry. I think that's reasonably solid. I wasn't... Yeah, he bounced 3 times because I pushed my face into him. I knew he had the 90mm, and I made it a massive, big, advantageous engagement for me because that's knowing the game. That's not lucky. If I had have pulled back and tried to escape from him, he would have been able to absolutely take shots at me with a gun that's accurate but not got good pen. Because the E50 right from the start doesn't have good pen. So anytime you're pushing it light, I'll show you why. This is what's going through my head, mate. E50. Let's look at the pen on the top gun of the E50 and be prepared to be very upset. The top pen you can get in the E50 is 284, and that's running calibrated shells. If he's not running calibrated shells and he's in an E50, the top pen he can get is 270, and you can get an angle on a Super Conqueror at 270mm really, really easily when you're jiggling and wiggling. He also doesn't have a lot of... I'm not going to bother doing all that. But anyway, you see what I'm saying. If he was pro, you would be dead. Thanks, mate. You know, totally. Totally. Jeez, some people are just hard to please. Yeah, but he didn't have the top gun. As soon as I knew he didn't have the top gun, because I know, like, the best he's going to do is 260, but he could be 237mm of pen. Like, anyway, whatever, man. You're totally right. I did 4,200 and it was all luck, and I'm a bad heavy driver. Seems legit. Fucking some people. 45.
Man.
Yeah, just whatever, dude. If he was pro, I was in trouble. And if I woke up this morning with no arms, then I wouldn't be able to type on a keyboard. But he wasn't, so I was. What are we playing now? E3. I'll play the E3. I'll play the E3, and then I'll play the Foch, then we might call it a day before I get too salty. This tank. Now, for those of you who don't know about this tank, I drove like 1,000 E3 games. No joke. I drove 1,000 E3 games. which is a lot of E3 games. You don't need calibrated shells. You've got APCR anyway, so it's not a huge help. Let's just get it on like Donkey Kong. I did a stream on Monday, and it's called Do the 4202 and the Cent 701 need a buff. It's the season to be salty. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sorry, man, Westy, I'm not trying to get up here. I know what you're saying, and that's true. Like, if he was a really good player, I would have been in trouble. But I made a lot of decisions then based on really good decision trees. Like, I called that the E50 was there, and if he was going to be coming to me, I could be in trouble, and then I reacted as well as I possibly could. And I mean, I don't know how you can not call that good play. That's my point. And I take it on board that, you know, if he had been really good, he might have beat me. Fair enough. E50 was also at one point in time my favourite tier 9 medium, so I understand its limitations probably better than most. This IS-7, he doesn't know I'm here at the moment. I don't know if there's someone else coming up next to our IS-7 there. There's going to be. It's exactly what I was waiting for. There we go. And then we're going to beat him on a reload. Is that luck, or is that just luck? So I've got him on the reload here. I should have time. As long as I don't hit the gun of my IS-7. And it's only got a very, very thin side armor, so you can't over-angle on a side scrape, right? With the E3. You've got to be really, really careful with it. IS-7's a one-shot. He's done excellent work there by that Rebel, that M48. That is excellent work, hey. Oh, man, he is good. Or at least he played that really, really well. So they've got 4 or 5 tanks left. We're missing the 268 or the 263. The YOLO wagon, I think we're missing. I'm going to push straight through the guts here and use the hit points and the armor, basically. And I'm going to do it with this IS-7, so at least I get a little bit of cover. That shot there is something I do a lot in TDs, where I put the reticle where I want it to be, and then because I've played the TD for a long time, I kind of get a feel of how fast it's going to turn through it. And you just release the button. See, I'm holding my finger down on the button there. So as the reticle swings through, it's like this. I'll show you. Hang on. So I'll put the reticle there, hold the finger on the button, and then release. Never mind. I hope you get it. I'll play it properly.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Giving that 62A from Purple. Chaos, good man, mate. I'm giving him that last little bit of damage because he was ballsy enough to go up there and actually have the shots. Don't want to take all his good stuff. Thumbs up for that platinum there, Rebel 34. 50%, 824 average damage. Very solid. I'll play one more in the E3. Where's Westy? I'll play one more in this. It's a good tank in the right situation. And to be honest, that was pretty much the right map for this tank. Fort Despair, you've got a real one line, which is like a heavy line, and you can rely that you're going to get a couple of targets coming down there, so you can kind of expect it. Thanks to all you guys for coming along and watching, by the way. I hope I'm not being too much of an ass. Night, PK. Have a good snooze, mate. Ahoy! 10-10-23. Ooh.
Let's get this show on the
You're crapping heavies and TDs. Yeah, I mean, you can see I don't deserve it. Like, I'll say this. I do play a little bit tongue-in-cheek with this stuff because, honestly, I cop so much stick from certain quarters about being crap in tanks, and yet I very rarely play seriously like this on streams and things and really focus in and play right. And because, you know, we all want to have fun. No one wants to watch me just carrying on like a pork chop about me being good or anything. But I can play if I actually put my mind to it. I can do it. So they're gone.
Nobody accused you of being good, did they?
No, no. I'm just pointing out that I'm not bad, James. That's the thing. I can play. I'm not good, but I'm not bad. Ish. Oh, something broke back there. Something broke back there. Something broke again. There it is. Poor IS-8. I mean, he's done the right thing there. He's pushed up and got 633 through the lower plate for his troubles. Good luck with that gun, mate. Now, is there someone going to shoot you from behind for pulling back like that? Now, if you could all just drive into me in an orderly fashion, that would be wonderful. This thing's amazing on a corner. Absolutely amazing. No one wants to deal with this on a corner. It's a monster. He's got to come out sooner or later. So we've only had 2 minutes of play, right? So I'm not about to go pushing in. There's no need for it yet. E100, back up, dude. Oh, dude, you are going there for the kill. How many hit points is it going to cost you? Seriously. Oh, guys. Okay, we're going. We're going. We're going. We're going. We're all going. Fair call. It's probably time to go. But, you know, I don't think it was a good idea. I just feel like if I don't go, these guys are going to get wrecked. 444, unfortunate. E100, dude, you have spent so many hit points to get these shots off. Move, dude, move. Got to get across here and into this 268. I'll take the E4 if he's on offer. Can we get around here and give him a HE shell right in the butt? Yep. Sure can. And can we do the same for the grill? That'd be great. This is called stat padding in the extreme if I can get it. No, 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 stop! Ah, you grub! Wow, this is 3-on-3 now. I better actually pay attention. Is he going to clear that guy? Seriously? He's not? Okay. Only 395 on the HE shell. He was turning just at the end, but we got him anyway. Traverse rate 10 out of 10. Nice work, E4. That is very cool. Traverse rate 10 out of 10. Good stuff. So I love the T10. I love the T110E3. You grub, says Mr. Blitz. That's pretty solid. Again. This is NA server. That's where I got the 200 plus ping, although Asia server is the same at the moment. Last tank. I'll drive. Do I have the Foch on here? Is it kitted out? It is. Okay. Here we go. Don't stop singing while you're killing. Thanks, 102303, amigo. You've been around for a long while, dude. I'm a big boy wearing long trousers. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. Oh, 183's going over here, but I don't believe that he's pushing. And that 54's on his own. They've got 4 mediums. Waffle Tractor, Battle Hardened, and a 95. Oh, I really don't like this team makeup. What am I going to do? What am I going to do here, boys? They're pumping into... Oh, good work. I like Steak from Hunt. He is going to a very, very advantageous position. Yeah, the 183, I knew he wasn't going up. Skate loves this tank, right? And I agree with him in one thing. It does have outstanding pace, right? It's really, really, really quick.
Nice camo.
Yeah. But look at the gun elevation. Look how much harder it is to get shots off with this thing. All I need is 9 seconds. That should be cool. Yes, yes, yes. T54. 62 is pushing up. Awesome, but we could clear that guy. Angling, 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 angling hard. Oh, I'm going to get stuck here. That 62A is not coming out from behind there anytime soon. Can we get a shot in the E50? Yeah, we can. It's going to bounce. Angled up pretty hard on that. There's still a bunch of mediums unspotted. Is he going to try and COD me? This would be great if he does. Can you stay there? That's cool. Not sure if serious. Oh, that'll teach me to no scope. Yeah, stay there and see how long you last, mate. That 183 is going to eat you for dinner. That's lazy, lazy no-scoping. Now, there's still 2 mediums about. I'm going to try and cap A again, which is horrible. But, I mean, I don't have a lot of choice. And this E100 is still up there. There's someone there. I've got to go there. Oh, get out of town. Just going to cap A. Because if we don't, we're going to lose this on a cap before we have a chance to really fight for it. We've got to get a cap. We've got to get one back. And we've got to do it quick. Awesome. There's a grill. Still moving. Down to 2. I mean, this is why I hate playing TDs that are like this. I'd rather play the 268. It's got so much more going for it. No gun depression, by the way.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Nice shot. Periscope damaged.
JC Ware was back in the Discord channel.
Ahoy the Ware! The Ware!
The trolley dash at Victoria's Secret must be finished.
I'll do one more in the Fosh.
Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you okay.
All right. Well, you let us into the inner workings of Bushka tonight. Apparently, I went to the wrong training room. I mean, I found a couple of dream sequences. You with Conan on the throne. The one with you and Snake doing the Titanic bow scene was like disturbing.
I'm king of the world, Snakey!
Oh.
Where are you, JC?
working.
Is James...
Right now, I'm on the driving along a mountaintop ridge.
Wow, where are you off to?
I'm heading home from work.
Country road. Are you like the littlest hobo?
Yeah. If it sounds a little weird, that's because it's running through the cars.
No, it actually sounds cool. It sounds fun.
So, no, that was good. I was enjoying watching the stream there. I like that. That went really well.
And the thing
And I did.
Yeah, talk to me.
Oh, I did want to tell you, I did get 2 calls from a couple of Germans and 1 Saudi producer. We've got the Hasselhoff tribute tour booked. You know, your singing ability really sealed the deal.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently you wear the same size swimsuit. So.
Oh, well, we've got that going for us.
Yeah.
Is this talk?
No, that was a good
seriously
stream you're
coming
running
out of
there. I enjoyed that.
There's a 268 going along here, so I'm getting the hell out of town with this Leo 1. I'm going to try and help out. There he is. If he fires... Alright, now this is actually... There's someone up here on the left. I can't remember who it is, but I'm pushing around here. Oh god, it's a 183. I'm pushing less hard. No, I'm not. I'm pushing very, very hard. I'm unspotted at the moment. If these guys let me through, I'd love to clear that 183. If not him, then the 268. I didn't mean to press the adrenaline there. Thank you very much, Staggerly. Long time listener, first time caller. Where JC? Is that you? Is that you, JC? You a long time listener, first time caller? That's what you sound like. That's such a good call, Stagger. Well done, mate. That is very cool. Can we get some stat padding done? Push me, Leo. Oh, we're going to stat pad together, me and the leopard. Oh, yes. Love it. Leave him alone. Hit the guy who's got more hit points left. Reload. Reload, damn it. Yes. Stat pad. Success. Long time listener, first time caller at Where JC. So, here's the thing on this tank that Skate really loves, and Skate prefers this to the 268, I think, and he's played a lot of 268, is if you look at the angle, and I'll show you why he does, and he's got a point, he's got a really good point. Target is... Target? Pen, okay. Target is French. TD. There we go. Okay, so, this is what Skate's talking about. So you see how, say you're facing someone and the shoot. Who the hell is the shooter on this? Make it the Conqueror 215B, and they're rolling with APCR, so they can pen you all over because the frontal arm is crap if you are playing against Pramo. So 320mm of piercing power. It goes through. Best armor you've got there is under 300, right? But what you do is, so Skate's idea is you have it sitting on a corner like that. You come out, you shoot. And then you angle up and pull back really, really quickly so that that front drive wheel there goes behind the corner really fast. And then they get this, which is like this huge, big area where you get in excess of 300mm of armor. And it minimizes the time they have to shoot at this stuff. And especially if you're really up close and personal and brawling, right? And someone's right in front of you with this thing, and you're pulling around a corner and reversing like that, and they can't get the angles and you're jiggling, then it does become a lot more of a difficult proposition to pen. And he's right about that. But for me, I still prefer the 268. That's just me. So there you go. That's enough, guys. That was 2 hours, 2 flat hours of me actually playing properly. And if I keep doing that, I'll just start not caring and we'll end up with really bad play. And that defeats the purpose of today's stream. So, everyone, I'm done streaming, but happy to talk. Any questions before I bail? Mac the Knife. What did Mac the Knife say? I missed that. He pledged 5 Deliros. That's just, okay, you guys are just being funny now because you're changing your pledges in Patreon. It's popping. That's great. This is how I feel about Patreon at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Just don't know.
Getting a lot of input on the map questions.
Yeah, so I posted up a thing on the map questions. Now I'll read this out. So some of you guys might be interested in this, right? I'll actually force quits that. Let's see. Why can't I not start another? Okay. Anyway, let's have a look for Google Docs. Oh, Rocket Boy TY, thank you. Single Mother's Expressionist Dance Troupe, newly renamed the Bushka Bunnies. I'm hoping that is a hat tip to the Minsk dance troupe we had. I'm going to get this up here for you. Okay, so the Google Docs. Found it. Okay. I've done a Google Docs for the patron guys who are looking for... I'm looking for map questions, right? And there's some really good questions in there from a lot of different people on Patreon. Do you have any plans to restrict mines to lower tiers, rebalances, thoughts on map size? Would you consider any current maps too small or too large? When is a map too small for high tiers? That's a great question. Do you have an ideal map size? I think that's probably a good one. Why are Copperfield and Mines still in the rotation? But they're not. I thought they'd pulled Copperfield and Mines from tier 7 and up. I haven't seen Copperfield. Obviously we see Mines. I think he means why is Mines still in the rotation? That's cool.
Yeah.
Can we hope for non-symmetric maps, like not squares? That's an interesting one, actually. That would be really interesting. Harder to balance, but it gives effective game. Yeah, twice the variety. That's an interesting one. What about weather patterns, like canal, snowstorms, that kind of thing? Visibility dropping and that kind of stuff, which would be very, very interesting. Which they do. They do that at the moment on World of Warships. They literally have that happen. Like rain comes in and visibility goes down to like 8 kilometers or something, rather than the 20 or whatever it is normally. I don't think the ST1A is terribly bad, Rogue Gen. Look, you've seen me play a bunch of tanks tonight, and they're tanks that a lot of people say aren't any good, and they're good. They work. They really do. But the thing is, they're the tanks that are not always easy to play, right? John Lowles, I've got no news on Swedish tanks, but don't worry, I asked about that because I love... The most fun tank I've ever driven on PC was the Stridsvagen SV, whatever it is, the little Tier 8 Premium TD with 289mm of pen on its AP rounds. And these tanks are not particularly good tanks if you just drive them like a clown. Like, the Tortoise is wasted in spawn. It's absolutely wasted in spawn, but it's hard, and it sometimes gets caught in bad situations if you push out, but you just got to move it because it's such a good gun. And it's one of those guns like a Jag Tiger where if you can get someone in front of you, you get to make outstanding hit point trades because the pen and the DPM and the accuracy is amazing. How that headphone doesn't slip more often, I know. There's not much friction keeping it up there. Yeah, what Kami says there, play World of Tanks if you need a bigger map. I think Vineyards is a great map too. Thanks very much also everyone who's donated today. I really appreciate it. It is really appreciated because YouTube revenue just keeps going down and down, but the stream revenue keeps going up because you guys are so generous, and basically it's a very rewarding experience for me to do streams from the fun standpoint, but it's also better than the revenue I get from the adverts, basically. My honest feelings on the Tier X TD stalemate. I play a lot of Tier X. Probably 80% of my games are Tier X, and I don't get stuck in the stalemate that often, but a lot of games are in situations where people just don't move on either side, and you can take advantage of that. Some maps you just can't. Sometimes it really, really sucks. I think my biggest problem is that the 183 has so much alpha that it discourages people, particularly players who get hit by it once, from moving. So basically, if you're in a heavy and you make one mistake and you get hit for 1400 damage, you're not moving for the rest of the map because you'll die. Like, there's too many big alpha guns out there. So if you get hit by a 183, then there's 268s and Jaegeroos and T110 E3s and Foch and Grills, and any next one shot from them is you're dead. So you are immediately combat ineffective for being an assault tank. Like, you just cannot do it with any degree of safety. And lighter tanks like Leopards and Batchats, I love the Batchat, but I've been talking to Fishy and Vovko and a bunch of guys, and they all say the same thing. The Batchat is fantastic for tournaments, but for just flat out public gameplay, it's not that good. And this is coming from Fishy, a guy who's pushing 3,000 average damage in a Batchat, and he's telling us it's not that good. And I push like 2,200 damage in a Batchat because, you know, it's a tough tank for me to drive and put big damage out while still staying alive. And I mean, those guys are really, really, really good players. Like, they're a step up. They're way, way better than I am. And they are negative on it, very negative on it. So I think the TD imbalance at tier 10 is a lot more to do with the headspace up here than it is to do with the actual tanks, because the 268, for instance, performs really, really well as an aggressive tank, and yet you see good players doing that with it and driving around and blowing everyone the hell up, and you see bad players just sitting in spawn with it, doing nothing and wasting it. And that's a good thing if you're on the opposition team, because that tank is doing so much less in spawn than it is anywhere else. The other thing I'd say is, if you don't like the tier 10 imbalance, play Supremacy, because Supremacy lets you punish tanks for being really static. Yeah, I think we need more spare parts as well, Blenny Blanco. I think there's not enough spare parts in the game, and I think it's still too hard to get spare parts. And I've always said that I'm not happy with the implementation of that system. They've got better at it, but it's still not good enough. The thing that I think is really stupid is this. You open it, and then you have to accelerate it to get through. 101 NA clan, thank you very, very much, amigo. 101st NA. Hats off to you, boys. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it tremendously. Yeah, like having to pay 1,000 gold for spending spare parts that took you, like, if you buy that, that is, you know, you're going to buy that, that is going to cost you, what is it, 26,000 spare parts? I mean, it's insane. I got to accelerate that to show you, but 32,600 spare parts. It's 26,000 for the tier 8s. 36,000 spare parts. If you want to get those spare parts, let's have a look at the games that we just played. I mean, everyone knows this. 21,000 damage. Where's it? A big game. I've had a lot of 4Ks early in the games. Yeah, 4,100 damage. First class. High caliber. Lots of bells and whistles. An outstanding game, really big carry. No one else in the team did more than 1,600 damage. And we got how much for that again? Where the hell was that? There we go. We got 352 spare parts. Like, I would have to have 100 games like that. 100 games like that to get one single solitary piece of equipment at tier 10. And once I get it, I get the privilege of spending 1,000 gold to actually use it, or I can wait for 4 days. Like, that's just stupid. We all know it's stupid. And Wargaming are going to be revamping the system and making it easier and making it more effective. And they're doing that. That's on the roadmap. Like, it's on the roadmap. It's absolutely on the roadmap. No, Caleb Gray, more average damage is not a priority before win rate. It shouldn't be. Like, it's... You can get more damage, and that's all well and good, but you can do both, obviously, but win rate's more important by a mile for me. It's not for everyone. I don't really do much about the average damage. It's a good indicator. They usually go hand in hand, but, you know. Yeah, Irma's right. Win rate does follow more damage to a degree, but look at it this way. If you're in a 183 or a TD and you hit a shot at the start of the game and you are just worried about damage and you've got 900 on the board already and everyone's dying and you've got all the hit points, you can sit at the back and get a guaranteed another couple of shots off, no worries at all. and do 2,500 average damage, or you can take a risk and drive out and possibly get wrecked and get no more shots and ruin your damage, but you might get a higher win rate. So that's a big trade-off, and that's something you see a lot in ratings battles in warships, where people try and get the most XP by doing the most damage and staying alive, but not actually winning the game, because if you do the most and you finish first, you don't drop ratings points. And I think that's a lot like, particularly at tier 10 with TDs, that really happens a lot. You'll see there was a game, if you go back and watch this stream at the start, where I'm in an M48A1 and I do 339 average damage, 339 damage, because I'm trying to keep a really silly FV4202 and T57 Heavy alive. They're not silly, but they tried to do something and it was a failure, and I knew if I didn't help them, it was going to fail miserably, guaranteed. So I sacrificed the ability to farm damage off them to try and win the game. And it didn't work either way, so take that as it would. Make your own decision. I do like Swedish TDs, and I'd love them in Blitz. The word on the street is the Chieftain's getting added. I know they talked about adding stuff at the top of the tier, the tech tree for the Brits, and they're putting more tanks in. Like, that's a lay down there. That's happening. Yeah, Irma's spot on. Like, what Irma says is completely correct. Yeah. Yeah. That's such a tough thing to quantify, because win rate comes with damage, right? You've got to do damage. Like, at some point, you will not get a 60% win rate if you've got really crap average damage at tier 10. You can go on Seal Club. Like, I saw guys yesterday with 6,000 games at tier 6 and below in, like, these really bad tanks and a 70% purple win rate. It's like, great, you got purple win rate, but you're playing really crap competition. It's not fun. Hey, 101023, mate, appreciate the donations. I really, really do. Thanks, Brian. Thanks very much for watching, mate. Yeah, the pen thing is a really interesting thing for me. Okay, so I want to, you know what I'll do? I'll play some games for you that I did yesterday. I think I can do this. And I'm here. I may as well just talk you through this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to stop that, and I'll save that. I don't know if there's anything worth saving on it, but I'll save it anyway. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to turn this off.
People should play for fun as well, Bushka.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I think I said that earlier.
Yeah.
You've got to, don't worry about your WN. Oh, mate, the worst thing you can do is worry about your WN8 or your win rate or anything, because all you end up doing is making a job for yourself and turning the game into a job, which is crazy, hey? And you've seen how many times I'm on a stream and I'm having a ball. I'm having a great time, hey? Like, I'm having an absolute ball. Oh, someone just sponsored. Mark Hammond, welcome to Patreon. Okay. I want to make this my, where are we? Add media. Add media source. No. Yeah, add media source. Okay, I'll close that. Sorry guys, I'm going to get this on in just a second. Media source, desktop. I'm going to show you, I had some games yesterday in the FV4202, right? And this is what I'm talking about with this, this whole tank, right? So here we go.
Let's get this show on the road.
Just making it a little bit smaller. And let's turn it up. Can we turn up the sound? That'd be great. Turn the sound up. Why is the sound not coming through? That's just annoying. Properties. Where is the audio? It's not going to play the audio? That's great.
Let's get this show on the road.
Why is it not playing freaking audio? You guys can hear that audio. I can't hear the audio. That's the reason. But I take it you can hear the audio. Okay, cool. Alright, so my thing with this, right, is I play the FV4202, and this is back to the whole thing about DPM, right? This is DPM. The FV4202, as I play it, has like the worst DPM setup you're going to get. It's a horrific DPM setup. It's got a no gun rammer. It's got calibrated shells. I'm only running one set of rations on it. And what it is, though, is it's a gun depression tank. So this is probably my favorite. This is in answer to the question, what's my favorite med at tier 10? It's this, right? This is it. And you're going to see through these games, and this is just a whole bunch of games I played yesterday, and I was on the Premo Discord chat talking to them, and I was saying how much I love the FV4202, and I've just finally come to terms with the fact that I really, really enjoy it. And watch these Hesh rounds. Like, if you can look at the shell swapping, like it's a high skill level tank. You've got to swap shells constantly. You're aiming for drive wheels, you don't always hit them. And you've got to keep your head on a swivel. Like, I'm trying to stay under the shells that could be coming from the cap circle towards the cap circle area there, and then I'm going to move over here and I'm going to die. But look at this shot, like that gun. So it's got an accurate gun, it's got amazing pen, and it's got 10 degrees of gun depression, and it's got really good mobility. That's a fantastic tank. It's a great package. It doesn't have the best armor on the turret. Everyone knows that, and that's great. But if you get stuck brawling with this tank, then you're probably in the wrong spot. You want to keep using the tank to do the business with, like, I mean, look at the, even with this crap lag, right? So let's just watch this, and you ask questions if you want. I don't mind, but it gives us something to watch at least while I'm talking. Yeah, I'll turn it down again. The media source is probably too high. There you go. My bad. So you got to have fun, and I drive the FV, and I have a tremendous amount of fun in it. The pen and the alpha on this are not lacking at all. The pen on this thing is phenomenal. I don't know if that's what you're saying. As I drive it, right, the 4202, my pen is 268 millimeters on my APCR, 330 millimeters on my heat, and 187 millimeters on my Hesh, right? Unless you guys are talking about the E50. I think you're talking about the E50.
Matches your ping numbers.
Yeah. I prefer the PTA over the 61 every day of the week. I love the Leopard PTA. Absolutely adore it. Oh, on T32, yeah, T32's pen is horrific. It's horrible. It's a tank I don't really enjoy, but it does alright. There's another Hesh round. I mean, it's pretty much knowing where to shoot it is important. 509 roll on Hesh. I mean, it's 187 millimeters. It still gets the job done. They have looked at Japanese heavies, yeah. Yeah, sorry Goliath, I see what you're saying now, I just read back up. Yeah, Jeff, I think you're right. I just got better. And this particular tank is one of those tanks where if you can play, it does really, really well. But if you're not, it doesn't have any of that plug and play ability. Like, you can jump in an IS-6, right? And it will bounce shots just because it's an IS-6 without you angling, because the angles are awkward as all hell. And that works. Whereas you're not going to get that in a tank like this. And you can see I'm not going to shoot that 62A because my job right now is capping. And once I've capped and I think I'm safe, then I'll shoot the 62A. If I had a shot that 62A and then sat there and tried to farm damage, everyone would have been able to go through my turret. Like, it's just how it happens. PTA or 4202? 4202 every day. I think I'd prefer to drive the 4202 than just pretty much any other medium at tier 10. I
Really?
love it. Yeah, I love it.
What makes it so lovable?
If you know about Hesh, then
Yeah.
you can do massive rolls of damage. Let me explain the DPM, right? So your DPM on the 4202 is really crap running calibrated shells. It's really bad. It is, compared to, say, a Leopard 1. The Leopard 1 tops DPM out at 3,300. 4202's DPM on calibrated shells is 2,828. But if I am hitting with Hesh, that DPM goes up to 3,555 running calibrated shells.
Yep.
which is enormous. And the other thing about DPM, which people don't get, is that DPM is all well and good, and I'd said this earlier in the stream, but you see this moment here where I'm not shooting, my gun rammer is doing that much for me. It is doing 0 for me. When I fire, DPM works every single time. When I fire, the gun rammer is not always working. 7.4 seconds is the amount of time I have between shells. 9.8 seconds is the amount of time it takes to reset camo. So what I'm doing right now is I'm resetting my camo, and this is where the 4202 hurts. Right there, he went through my turret for nearly 1,000 damage. That's where it hurts. That's the negative on the 4202, is the turret. That is the only negative on the 4202. Like, if you are running Hesh and you know how to use Hesh, you'll kick it. You'll kick so much ass. 140 is still good. Yeah, keep going. Talk.
What was the OBJ's DPM before the nerfs to the rammer and all that?
It was 10% on what it is now. So basically, you're looking at, like, I don't know, 3,500 or something like that. I think it was 3,500.
See, back in the day, that's when you could use heat and not lose damage.
Exactly. You could use heat, and your gun rammer was also, when it first started, was 30 seconds and improved pen. So you could use heat at 330 millimeters a pen, run a gun rammer, get 4,000 DPM for 30 seconds, and pen everything because heat didn't get touched by spaced armor. Like, and we wonder why mediums got nerfed. Like, that was a bad Hesh roll. That's the negative on it. I mean, if you screw up, you're going to get absolutely screwed, and you've got to kind of know what you're doing with Hesh. You can see 2 bad rolls there in a row, but I mean, that's it. It's a nice tank because it's a high ceiling. I should have been. This is just lazy now. There's only 1 tank left. I'm just being completely lazy, absolutely lazy. This is what happens when you're playing a lot of games in a row. Like, that's just pure laziness.
Nice slide.
I mean, that's another 4K game. 4K, like 2,000 spotting damage, 4,000 damage, and these games are one after the other. They're not like, I haven't cherry picked these games. This is just me playing the 4202 as normal. Yeah, I think the meta at Tier X is going to change because I think the devs will balance Tier X. There'll be changes to Tier X. Like, they've completely reworked a lot of Tier 7 heavies in this patch that's coming up, which is public knowledge now. That one got thrown out there by a Wargaming guy on a forum, right? And that last patch, we saw a heap of Tier 5 and Tier 6 tanks. All this clutter, like we saw like 26 tanks or something get buffs at low tiers last patch. I run calibrated shells on the 4202. Yeah, John Smith is spot on. This is my point, right? This is absolutely my point. So here is the 2800 DPM of the 4202, and here is the 3300 DPM of your FV, not of your Object 140, right? This is the likelihood of the Object 140 penning with that DPM, and this is the likelihood of the FV4202 penning. So my ceiling for the 4202 is slightly lower, but my floor is much, much higher. As in, I'm going to do more damage when I actually hit a shot. And if you've got 7 minutes in a game. Like, you saw there was an E50 game earlier on the stream where I did 3.5k, and I probably didn't get to 1,000 damage until 3 minutes to go. Like, you've got 7 minutes to do your damage. The biggest problem you will find is people try to do all their damage straight away and win with their shots. You just want to, you got to treat it like my favorite quote, and I'm a huge Spurs fan, right? Massive Spurs fan. And Greg Popovich, this is by a, I think it's a Dutch philosopher. I think he's Dutch. His name was Jacob Riis, and it's about the sculptor who's tapping away at that sculpture, and he's trying to make that perfect form, and he's pounding the rock, and it's not the last one that actually breaks it open and makes that perfect form. It's the 1,000 steps that you take before it that actually do it. It's the 1,000 times you just tap away. You're pounding the rock. You're working right. And you just keep working right every single time. And you'll eventually get the result. Like, you can't take care of everything. You can only take care of what you do in your process. And if you drive smart all the time, you will have 20 game losing streaks. I mean, I've lost 15 in a row before, and I've won 30 in a row. You will regress to the mean. We all have those days where we go, oh, it's crap. It doesn't work. It's the Reds. It's everything like that. And it's not. It's just a regression to the mean. And you have a look. I have a day like this in the 4202. You do everything you can that works. Like, I angled up and drove into a hill, and then I shoot his track. It doesn't work, but I got past and I bounced a shot, and now I'm going to be able to farm some damage. And I've done that 1,000 times, and maybe 200 of them, that shot from the Jagdpanzer E100 has hit me, and I got wrecked. And it's just all there is to it. But yeah, so you got to pound the rock. You got to just keep doing the right things right, time and time and time again, and eventually you get the results. You're not going to get them every single time, and the 4202 plays like that for me, right? It's the kind of tank where you're looking for peek-a-boom. 7.8 seconds is your 7.4 seconds is your reload. That's 2.5 seconds between reload and camo resetting. So that shot in the 62A, you'll see when the timer reaches 0, I've got 2 seconds after that. I'm now completely disappeared off the map, and I can go out safely without knowing that no one is looking at me and can hit me. And that's really, really important, because forget your gun rammer, 90% of my shells are penning because I got 270 millimeters nearly a pen on my APCR rounds. I'll allow that. Demolition. Is that right, Fred Lifton? I didn't know that. That's really cool. But I think that's one of my favorite quotes. Just pound the rock. Just keep doing things right for long enough, and eventually you'll get there. He was a journalist. He's a Dane. There you go. Like, this is great. I've learned stuff on YouTube. Danish born, immigrated to the US. I love this stuff. But here's the big thing. Hey, 4202 and all that, I can make sense of it and I can make it work. But like, I've driven thousands of games in British mediums with Hesh. Thousands upon thousands of games. The Cent 701 on my old account had 650 games. Just the Cent. And I drove like 1,000 games in that thing across all my other accounts. And then I've driven probably 500, 600 in this as well. So when I'm saying this and it looks sensible and easy, it's also kind of a bit of a piss take, because I made my mistakes for the first 1,000 games in it. Like, it's not an easy tank to just pull this stuff out on.
I remember your first review on the FE402 or 4202, and you hated it.
Yeah, it was slow. It was capped at 40 kilometers an hour as a top speed. It didn't have.
Well, you didn't even know what to say about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I liked the way it moved, and it always had a lot of torque, and the gun worked. But you got to remember, the meta back then was all Russian meds firing heat, and that basically means that there was no downside to having a premium heat shell loaded in your spout at all times. And you couldn't pen the turrets of these hull-down tanks. And a lot of the maps were built around these, like, old mines, old Middleburg, old Oasis Palms. There was all these spots where you could go and go hull down in a Russian medium, and you were basically the best armored tank in a 62A hull down. Like, you were bouncing everything. You had the best DPM. You had 330 of heat pen that went through absolutely everything. It was a joke. It was a complete and utter joke. And that was what you were dealing with then. And that meta's really changed. there is a big video coming out on the 183. You're going to like it if you are worried about tier 10 TDs. Yeah, there's an IS-8 vid coming up. It definitely needs to be done. Side of a T57 heavy. Like, how the hell does that bounce? The IS-8 isn't trash. I was looking, who was it was in Telegram today? I think it was Iron Serb. Had like a massive winning streak in the IS-8. See, I moved back there. That's a kind and considerate player. Moving back so the Jaegeru can shoot. Letting camo reset. Going back out. Donking a shot.
Jester hates the IS-8.
IS-8's a really tough nut. It's so troll. The side armor in that is stupid.
They're replacing it now twice on PC.
Yeah, I don't know. The Leopard one is amazing, hey.
Well,
Anyway.
if you think about it, it doesn't quite make sense to go from that to the IS-7.
Oh no, there's
So
there's no continuity, no continuity in it all. Who was that? Oh, John Collier. John Chase, he's edited his pledge and he's popped. Hi, mate. Good to see you. You grub.
You too, mate.
There you go, mate.
Even up to.
G'day, Akshay Medawala. G'day, mate. G'day, good to see you. Now, the upper glacis on this thing too, by the way, is like the best upper glacis in tier 10. It's like 295mm a pen. If you can get them shooting at you, going backward and forward, you are going to bounce so many shots off this upper glacis. I mean, that Patton, he did the right thing. He just flat out shot me in the turret. This Object 140 is rushing. Take your time. If you've got a hit point... so that 140, right, he's got both a hit point advantage and a DPM advantage. And if he had just come around the corner, taken his time and make the shot go in, he could have sat in front of me and hit point traded and absolutely beat me out. And I'm going to get an absolutely clutch bounce here too. Look at that. Another big thing about running Premo calibrated shells is you don't have to fire as much heat, and because you don't have to fire as much heat, your DPM stays way up. I'm good, MLG Pikachu 360. John Lyles is right. I think my mate Jesse is home downstairs. I'll have to go and say good day to her in a tech. So this has been my kind of fun stream for the week, where I get to go on and just play and talk and chat and be silly. And I think, yeah, sillier. Mondays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, my time, are the streams where we all have a good old time together. Yeah, I'm doing a whole lot of videos for the upcoming update. I can't tell you what they are, but I'm doing them. Oh, there's also a... there is also a... there is also a competition Aminet's running. There's a post about it, I think. Let me get the link. Oh, where is it? Medzi asked me to promote it and I forgot.
Yeah. Medzi, Aminet and Skate, I think.
Yeah, they're doing a comp. It's
And
called,
Martin, isn't it?
yeah, I didn't get invited. They don't love me.
The link should be in the pub,
10 tiers of Christmas. I'll throw this up on stream here. This is the 10 tiers of Christmas, right? You can see that there in the chat, but I'll put it somewhere else at some point.
Could put it in the description, maybe.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description. Good call. I'll release a vid tonight and I'll put it in the description of that. There we go. Because this one will be processing.
Shit.
Righto.
Is that a good thing?
I'll do more World of Warships Blitz when they actually do a full release. I just can't do a full release, a pre-release Water Warships Blitz, because I mean they're constantly patching it. Not everyone can play it. The numbers are down. You're still playing against bots lots of times, and it's just tough. Yeah. By the way, if you still consider tier 2 +2 -2 matchmaking some kind of fail, like I've seen, plus the 1-1 matchmaking we have now, imagine trying to balance the game based on 2-2 matchmaking with the current crew skills and everything we have and the equipment skills. Imagine driving a stock IS-3 versus tier 10 heavies. Like, you just get farmed so freaking hard, and all the Unicums would sit out there and farm everyone that was driving up the lines. No one would want to play the game anymore.
Like they used to.
Yeah.
But it didn't used to work anyway.
No.
If you look back at your old videos where you have that, it's just crazy. You're on about farming damage at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean,
Yeah.
it was farming damage after 90 seconds.
Yeah. You go out in a Comet and go hull down on the Hill of Mines with 13 degrees of gun depression and enough DPM to clear any tier 5 tank in 15-20 seconds, and you know, it was a joke. It was horrible. Like, it was horrible for people playing the game who weren't. Imagine now with all the crew skills and the spare parts and everything, if you were starting the game and it was +2 -2 matchmaking. Imagine how hard you'd get farmed as a new player. No one would play the game.
I must say, it was bad enough then. I remember it because it's just, I felt like I couldn't play. I just feel like it's like no matter what I tried.
Oh yeah, a 2-tier advantage in armor and DPM and gun handling and everything else versus a good player. You just couldn't make it up. Like, it was so hard.
But what do they mean about making everything more comfortable? Because that definition
It's just, I think it's just improving the situation. Like, so if they're talking about traverse, they're talking about improving the traverse, or it's just a failure in the language. That's all.
It
They
really
were on
is.
about one of the guns that I think probably is more useful.
It would be it's probably just them using Google Translate or something, because you know, people want the content, but they, you know, you don't have the guy who's a native English speaker available to translate it for you.
Tell Snake to get off his butt and do so.
Yeah, 10-10-23. The workload is increasing, but I'm actually I seem to be doing less review videos and more interaction with people and more topical stuff. I've given myself a bit of fun time every week. Like, I did the meme video, like, which was, you know, a bit of a fun look at stuff last week, and then this week I did the light tank video, the mashup that I did, which I really enjoy doing. And next week I'm going to release a 183 video, which is again a bit of a fun thing for me. And then I've got 4 streams a week, and then I may be doing 1 or 2 reviews, and the rest of it's pretty much just topical videos and macro tactical stuff, which a lot of people really like.
You were raised in an Arctic salt mine, so you're used to a hard day.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's not hard when it doesn't feel like work, and I like editing and I like being creative, so it just doesn't feel hard. Like, I sometimes feel Rach gets really upset because we go away on holidays and I've really got to work to unplug. Like, it freaks me out not to be creating something. It just makes me really anxious not to be doing something.
You put a lot into the 183 vids. That took some work.
Yeah, that's like, there's every single shot you see in the 183 vid is a specific edit, which is a lot of work, and I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun to do.
I remember you saying a couple years ago you had 5 or 6 hours into some videos. Yeah,
the 183. But here's the thing: I checked the other day. I've got 840 vids now on there. Now, probably 50 of them, or 60 of them, or 70 of them are streams, and some of them are patron only vids. So public videos is probably 700 vids outside of streams and things, and that's a lot of editing, and that's a lot of, you know, hours spent. And I've got to the point now where I can reliably produce this amount of content Like every day I can do a video on a stream and still have time to spare to get footage because I've just got so fast on the editing. It really, it's just one of the byproducts of doing something for a long enough time. It becomes second nature, which is nice. It used to take 4 or 5 hours of video. It was torture at least, and that was just not even with bells and whistles or flashy titles and good transitions and making sure the music matches. That was just chopping the video up. I mean, it was crap. You, my friend, are getting blocked forever. See ya.
Jeez, that's a nice guy.
And you're getting blocked forever too.
Yeah, bot running.
Yeah.
Dude, what the heck is with these people?
I don't know. We just keep blocking them. I'm not playing anything at the moment, dude. I'm just chatting, all that's all. There is an STB1 review coming. I've done it. It's uploaded. It's on Patreon. All the patrons know now, hopefully, that if you are on Patreon, you can see the videos like 5 or 6 days before they actually happen. Thanks, Dave Mack. Yeah, I think the Type 61 not so much needs a buff. They need to, like, okay, so they removed the M48A1's tumour. They're working on removing the T110E5's like little thing on top. They need to remove it on the STA1, like on the Type 61. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Hey, Bushka, I whacked Dave Mack by mistake while I was beating up a Donald.
Okay. Have you brought him back?
No, he's buried there yet.
Is he back?
No,
Is Dave Mack?
Dave Mack, I'll make it up to you. You're a victim of war. Sorry, buddy.
Blue on blue.
Yeah, it happens.
Yep.
Is he back though? Did you unblock him?
No, I lost him up there in the roll. Hang on a second.
All right, guys. I got to hit the road. Thank you very much for watching. I got to go and have some lunch and then got some editing to do. So look after yourselves, and until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Thanks everyone who donated, by the way. Your